Hey, welcome to Guitar on Record, a show where I talk about adventurous music and adventurous guitar players that I've grown up listening to and kind of stand out for me. And I wanted to share if it might be something that would interest you. Maybe some of them you've never heard of, maybe most of them you have. But this week I wanted to talk about Captain Beefheart, and my favorite record of his is Dock at the Radar Station. Uh, I, it was not my first Captain Beefheart record. My first was Ice Cream for Crow, which I may have mentioned before. I used to get a lot of this stuff at a local library, and I remember Ice Cream for Crow being attractive because of the cover. And when I heard it, it kind of blew me away. Uh, and then as I kind of moved further into Captain Beefheart, I kind of stayed in the later years for the most part because I just love the songs and kind of the ornamentation of it. They got a little more exotic as you got into the late 70s and 80s. And my second favorite would be Ice Cream for Crow, like I said. And that one seems to be a little more centered on more like kind of like his not poetry but kind of almost like a spoken word uh, kind of elements of his music. And whereas Dock at the Radar Station is a little more succinct for Captain Beefheart, I guess. And all the songs are, it's just like, it's like the perfect record if you love Captain Beefheart. I think other people might choose other ones, and I'm sure Trout Mask Replica is a favorite of many. I love that one as well, but a little, it to me, as we get towards Dock at the Radar Station and Ice Cream for Crow, they're far more refined for me, and that's a weird thing to say with Captain Beefheart again, but I just feel like they were kind of a little more ironed out, and I'm sure for most people that's exactly why they wouldn't listen to Captain Beefheart. But anyway, on this record, as far as guitar players, it's mostly Morris Tepper, a great guitar player. He's done some work with Tom Waits on certain records, maybe Rain Dogs, but I don't think he was on many, but he did do some work with them. And I've saw him quite a few times live in Seattle. It's been a long time ago, but he had a kind of a band that was kind of cool instrumentation and kind of like a Tom Waits type deal. So also Gary Lucas is on one song, and I think it's just I'm trying to think of the song. Um, I'll think about it in a second. But anyway, Gary Lucas had been with Captain Beefheart for a little bit, on and off, and Captain Beefheart's had many different players that have gone on to do other stuff. John French, the drummer. Um, I don't know all of them. I don't. He basically every record had lots of different people on them. I don't know if there was any really consistent band, and I'm sure most Captain Beefheart true fans will tell you that there maybe was. For me though, for Captain Beefheart, it's always like, or a lot of people in these kind of genres, in a big catalog, I'll find two that I just hold really close and listen to and recommend to other people. And this would be the one for me for Captain Beefheart. And a lot of the angular guitar stuff, and like basically compositionally speaking, they're unlike anything else, in the sense that they are very angular, very non-predictable, but yet very composed. And I'm not sure how Beefheart composed. I remember reading a lot that he composed everything on piano and then would slowly teach it to the guitar players. Now, I don't know if that's true. It sounds a little exaggerated, maybe, and maybe it was a combination of these guys figuring out their own parts, like kind of listening to him play and then constructing a part around it. But so anyway, I'll put this down, but great record. And some of the tunes on it, Hothead, it's a great starter. And these are they're all pretty short. Ashtray Heart is an incredible song. A carrot is as close as a rabbit gets to a diamond is more of a spoken word thing. I think that's always part of his records. But this record, they just seemed a little more succinct. And Sue Egypt is a great, great kind of send up type thing for him. Again, pretty quick and pretty quickly delivered and not too complicated, but great. And Best Batch Yet is a great kind of groove oriented, if I can use the word groove with Captain Beefheart. Flavor Bud Living is a kind of a solo guitar thing that's what Gary Lucas plays, and I think that kind of defined him. And I basically Run Paint Run is another song that's kind of a chanting. There's a lot of chanting on these, or I don't know if it's chanting. It's more like primal delivery of like repetitive. That's kind of where I think the poetry part kind of comes in a little bit, or kind of giving things a rhythmic thing without necessarily singing them in a linear sense. So it's an incredible record, and Morris Tepper, like I said, I don't know anything about the guitar playing per se. Like, did they use altered tunings? It sounds like they did. There's some slide playing, but I think it's almost playing the guitar like a piano, in the sense of like using all the notes, lots of like the intervals really wide, far apart, and not necessarily, from me, even I've never analyzed Captain Beefheart harmonically or whatever, but it seems really outworldly, and like I personally never go like, oh, I can hear a tonal center or whatever. And to be honest, I don't really want to do that. I think that would wreck a little bit of the mystery for me, of how it's done. And I've definitely watched videos of Morris Tepper and Gary Lucas doing like interpretations of some of the stuff, or other people doing them, and it's always been really entertaining and really cool. But again, I'd rather just not know anything about it. It has this that quality that I really like. It's like opening a door every day, and to another street or something. I don't know how else to put it, but super great record, great guitar playing, cool band. And so please, if you love Captain Beefheart, you'll know about this record, of course. But if you don't, and you like adventurous guitar, and you want to hear something different, and you want to hear lyrics or kind of poetry, spoken word delivered in a really authentic, hard-hitting way, with music that's what I'll say, is the music is at such a high level that it's amazing that the words and the singing and all of that Captain Beefheart does match it and kind of exceed it. It's like a work of genius in so many ways. And that goes for most of Captain Beefheart's stuff. Although in the mid-70s, he kind of like, there was definitely some commercial pressure for him to do like a blues type records and stuff like that. Some of those are really cool. Safe as Milk. God, there's a few others I can't really recall off the top of my head. But my takeaway is, or what I want your takeaway to be, is check this record out. If you love adventurous stuff, you will not be disappointed. And if you are, leave a comment and we can hash it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Doc at the Radar Station by Captain Beefheart. Guitar players are Morris Tepper, Gary Lucas. Start here and investigate their other work. Gary Lucas is far more prodigious as far as releasing stuff. He's still around. I'm not sure about Morris Tepper, but great adventurous guitar players. Truly unique players. All right, thanks again. Subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. Got tons of other content guitar-based stuff, me recording, me playing, all of that, and lots of record reviews. So thanks again. Have a great day.